Hey everyone, just wanted to let you know I will be starting up in a few minutes. I just gotta take care of a few things and we'll be perfectly good to go. Alright, just want to let you know I am almost ready. So we'll be starting in about 2 minutes. And hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you for joining me today. I am Eris Drac and Feather, and today we're going to be talking about fursuit tales. Now, unfortunately, let me switch over to my camera real quick. No, singing. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about fursuit tales. And what I mean by this is that, for the most part, the current fursuit tale that I have, for at least this suit, is starting to get really bad. So to mitigate this, I have a plan that would actually fix this once and for all. To do that, let me show you what's going on with the current tail. It's in over here real quick, so bear with me. I'll have it off screen. So, as you can see right here, the current tail, oops, probably help if I had my mic with me. Ow, my foot. So, the current tail here, as you can see, this is my 6-year-old fursuit tail. Now the problem with it is that the end here, if you notice, it's a little bit more rounded than it should normally be. Fursuit tails are supposed to have flat ends on the end of them. That way they stay attached to the back side of your suit and not have to, flail around like a limp noodle, essentially. Now, unfortunately, I've had to repair repaired this suit so many times over the course of the last 2.5 years. Well, that's the almost amount of time I've known how to sew. But I've had to fix this suit at least twice within the last 2.5 years. And I'm getting pretty close to the point where we're going to have to fix it again. Unfortunately, that might not be an option because the original seams, which is this seam going along right here, and the seam on the back side are now starting to come undone. Unfortunately, when the suit maker that made this suit, who no longer is in the furry community, as far as my knowledge goes, they only used one single strand of thread. I know it sounds like I'm ranting here, but that's literally the situation that I'm dealing with. So to mitigate this problem, oh shoot, 1 second. There we go. Not sure why I was picking up, I'm not sure why my camera was picking up the audio as well, but to mitigate this issue, I'm designing a new tail from scratch. Hello to the people joining in. Hello, hello, hello. We got Tika Paina, and she says, "Hi Earth, I'm watching from work, so I have to have sound muted." Oh no! Oh no! Tika! Oh, so sorry you had to deal with that. But hey, at least you're able to watch it. So hello, hi, hi. But yeah, this tail is in desperate need of either a refurbishment, which is going to be very costly, or a total makeover, which is also going to be costly in the sense of time. But I think it's going to be better just to make a fresh one altogether. Let's see what Teacup says again. I'm pressing buttons. Oh my god. Ah, lovely. Whew, it's getting hot in this suit. Whew. Yet I have a fan going on, if you can't tell by the lighting. Yay! So, this right here is basically my blueprint. Now, obviously, I can't really show this on the screen as good as I can on a camera, but I do have a drawing on Blender. So I'm going to just quickly switch over to Blender real quick. That way we can all see exactly what we're going to be working with. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Whoop. I almost fell out of my chair. I'm a goofy nerd. Alright, so switching over to Blender. And I realized Blender decided to close itself. No. Hold on 1 second. As I open up Blender, because I just realized that Blender decided not to open up. Oh, the misery! Alright. And hello to the people that are... And hello to the people in the chat on Discord. By the way, guys, if you want to join my Discord, the link for it is in the link tree in my bio. So be sure to take a look at that. Alright. Let me go ahead and switch over. Boink. So, this is the new tail, essentially, the curvature that I designed. Oh, let me turn off that object. And that object. There we go. So, oh my god. Help if I didn't have frickin' big ass fingers. Alright.
So, this tail right here is just a mock-up of what the shape would look like. Now, oh, come on. It'd help if I had the thing selected. No, I'm not in object mode, that's why. There we go. Go away, Norton. There. So currently the tail's dimensions are 21.75, I would have to say, and 36 and a quarter. That's just rough estimates. So let me go ahead and minimize Discord. That way I have a way to actually check on chat while I'm doing this. Boink and doink. So, also, yeah, let me double check to make sure. Okay, I am on the right scene. Cool, because I have my balaclava off. I don't want people to see my face. Anyway, so the general idea that I have is, let me go ahead and take a screenshot and actually mark this up properly. So the general idea I have is to put in a pouch that goes right in this area here. It'd be like one of those trunk style pouches, so that way you got the Velcro right here. This would go up and lift, and then you got the belt loop slot right there. And then you got spike number 1, spike number 2. 2 is going to be on the other side of the tail, obviously. But anyway, the goal is to have a number 1 deep trunk. Sorry for my bad handwriting. I'm writing this with a mouse. So Grunk. That's my number 1 priority. So I'm going to put that with a 1. Number 2. So, as much as I love foam tails, I don't think foam would probably be the best approach for this. And let me explain. I've seen foam bases and how foam tends to wear out over time, and that's a game I don't want to really play with. Because if I have to deal with replacing foam after X number of years, especially if a tail gets dirty, that is a no-go in my book. Sorry to say that, but it's true. So, priority number 2 is we're not going to make this out of foam. So, no foam. Priority number 3 is modularity. So, by that, I mean this entire tail, the trunk is going to allow me to have access to go. Oops. Let me change the color for this. So, let's say I wanted to replace the polyfill in this blue shaded area here. This green arrow represents the access hatch that I would have that goes from here to here within the trunk that allows me to replace polyfill everywhere inside of the tail. So that way, if I need to replace any foam, I have that ability. And, well, yeah, foam. I meant polyfill. So that way, if I have to replace polyfill, I have the ability to do so. This would greatly increase the amount of time and effort for me to replace the fill and put it back in. So priority number 3 is we need the trunk to have access. I wish I could put text on here because that would be so nice. What? Emoji, no text. Damn. I wish there was text on here. Okay, that's fine. So trunk to have access to fill. Again, part of my chicken scratch, I'm using a mouse to write this. Poly. And then lastly, when I remove the polyfill, I want this area of the trunk to be removable. Meaning, I could swap out pieces of the trunk. If I can replace parts of the trunk that are damaged, for let's say I put something heavy in there on accident, like I don't know, maybe I put way too many fans in there because I was going through fan after fan after fan after fan, and it's like 120 degrees outside. I would literally be baking at that point in a fursuit, and I don't recommend you doing it, by the way. But if I were to ever do that, uh, this would basically allow me to repair any of the EVA foam. So that way I can easily just replace it as I need to without having to tear open the entire tail. Now, this works out well, especially in this portion right over here. Let me grab a different color. Right over here. So we're going to have EVA foam, EVA foam. So 3 layers of EVA foam right there. So 1, 2, 3. And then this is all EVA foam right through here. So the idea is that if I need to replace the EVA foam, I can just pop it out, remake the EVA foam out of fresh EVA foam that I have, put it back in, and go on my merry way. It would increase the tail's lifespan overall, plus it would actually allow me to make this portion, where the tail loop is, modular. So by that, I mean we're going to have it in a step style system. So right here is going to be where the tail is. So I'm going to fill that in with this yellow. So B for belt. And then this is the EVA foam itself. Now, obviously, it's going to be 2 pieces of EVA foam because it's going to be like that and that, but still. Now, this thickness, of course, is not objective. It's not meant to be the actual thickness. I'm just exaggerating out the proportions for this here. But still, the end goal is to have something to where I can replace it on the fly. Sort of like how protogens could replace body parts when they become damaged. That's the whole inspiration behind this, is to make things replaceable, fixable, and more cost conscious, more cost effective, and more productive in the long run. So number 4 is modularity. Oh, wah! Wah! I didn't mean to do that. So, alrighty. So, let me go ahead and number all these out. So 3, and then we got 4, 2. I'm not going to even number, so I'll just do in black. And number 2, just for the entire thing. And there we are. That's pretty much everything that needs to be done for this tail in order to make it work. Let me go ahead and take a look at the YouTube comments to see if anybody says anything. Oh, hello, Blackberry. Thanks for joining in. And appreciate your comment there. But yes, that is the overall goal of this entire thing, is to make this to where I have access to fixing every last bit and make it as modular as possible, so that way I don't have to worry about replacing the tail 5, 10, or maybe even 20 years down the line. I probably won't. The suit will probably live longer than me, but that's besides the point. The point is if you can design something to where it's both functional and practical, and it can be easily replaced componently, you don't have to worry about replacing the entire thing. You just have to replace that one little component. And that's what my goal is for here. Anybody have any questions? I know. Let me turn on my audio capture. Hold on. Let me turn on audio capture. All right, there we go.
Why does it look like? Why does it almost look like a cat?
What does?
The tail.
It doesn't.
It almost looked like it. It looked like it. It almost looked like it on my end.
Probably it's because this cap cut off then. Also, for those who are joining us today, you can actually go and join my Discord server through my link tree, or I'm actually going to do you all a favor. I'm going to post the link directly to the Discord server right now in the chat. Boink. Boink. 1 second.
Hi, DJ Foxy. Well, I guess it's just me right now. How are we doing, chat? Looks like I'm taking over this stream for the time being. Not really. How are y'all doing today? Oh, hi, DJ Foxy. Airs. Doing a little BRB. Oh, never mind. I guess he's back.
My apologies. Also, hello, DJ Foxy, who just joined. But yes, the link, I just realized, the link I just sent is a expiry one. It expires in 7 days. Let me make sure. Generate new link, copy, boink, done. And delete my old message. Pin it, boink, done. So that's the link to my Discord. All right. So does anybody have any questions to what I've been showing off so far? Especially with this little hand doodle I've done with my mouse.
I mean, I already answered mine, so.
Oh, I just noticed Foxy just messaged saying he doesn't have permission to speak. Let me go ahead and fix that. Ah, Foxy, you gotta actually go verify in... Come on. You gotta go to CAPTCHA verify to speak, if I remember correctly. Let me just double check the permissions on my phone so that way I don't have to show that on stream. Go to there. Channels. Edit the vocal chamber. Channel permissions. Huh. That's weird. Everyone should have the permission to do it. Let me take a look at the roles themselves, because I think it might be a role permission. So, everyone role, view channels. Okay, so yeah, you just need to verify, Foxy. So if you go to the CAPTCHA verify channel, there's a little CAPTCHA. But since I already know you, I'm actually going to give you the role itself. Boom. So you got den access.
Check.
There you go.
Hello, I am currently on the road home from Nocturnal. Oakland's with me. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. So this is why I've not been able. So now I know this is why I have not been able to talk in your server for a while. I thought you had to manually verify me.
I didn't even change any rules. You probably had to go. You had to go to CAPTCHA verify to verify the ability to actually. Yeah, I'll have to fix some of the permissions on the server so that way it it just says to do that.
Hope things have been going well for you.
Oh yeah.
I really hope that we can get to hang out at one of the next meets.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Soon. Yeah, because I wasn't able to be at the Herbal see your new suit because my grandpa hurt his ankle, so I wasn't taking care of him.
Sorry to hear that. All right. Not that many people joining in, but that's okay.
My DJ set went well today. That was a lot of fun.
That's good.
You're gonna see a lot of you're gonna see some of Oakland's camera skills in that one, as well as stuff from my own footage as well.
I think the footage that Nightlock had with the drone, because that was really good.
Yeah, I hope that Raven will be able to sit. Not Raven, Hawk.
Yeah, Hawk.
Yeah.
I thought you might want.
That's actually gonna be pretty interesting to see. Ooh, I just realized I am like.
So you're working on your fursuit tail right now, I'm guessing?
Yes, I'm trying to get the CAD file set up so that way I could at least be able to have something to at least put the pattern onto, because there's a way to convert any project that you've done in Blender to convert it into these like cutouts, so we can actually make the the whole product that you've been designing essentially. And the end goal is to take this into like quadrants. So this would be one half here, then there'll be a slice there. That's gonna be another half. So the tail's already in half, but then you're gonna have the left side and the right side, so it just mirrors on either side except for the spikes, which are on different positions. But anyway, the end goal is to make it to where I have everything designed and working properly for this tail. Hopefully. Go away, Google notifications. Google's telling me, you have a new sign-in from OBS. Yeah, I know, I'm using OBS. Alright. Anybody on YouTube who has a question? Doesn't look like much is going on the YouTube end. Only 3 viewers, but that's okay. I just realized I have 2 chat tabs. What the hell? Okay. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. At least for that portion. The next portion that I'm going to be working on is a little bit of the catting. So what we're going to do here is we're going to extrude this. So to do that, I'm going to actually not delete. Yeah, I'm totally going to delete it. I'm going to make a duplicate of the shape itself. So let me turn that off, turn this on, and what I'm going to do is I got to convert it to a mesh. So I go to edit. Oh shoot.
Oh look! That's the I think it's the warehouse at first now. It looks like it.
Extrude
See the whole
faces.
skyline.
Is. Oh wait, Ares was you were right behind him there, right?
What?
AC, right?
Yeah, I started reading.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, we saw a truck. Yeah, we
saw
saw
the
a
fire.
truck. Yeah, we saw a
So
truck.
Ares, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, Ares. The funny thing is that Oakland and I were driving to and from Nocturnal. So just like what happened to AC, on our way to Nocturnal, we saw a fire. It was
Oh
apparently a
god.
warehouse that was on fire in downtown Detroit,
Yeah.
next to the
Oh
freeway.
no.
Yeah, like the moment we turned onto 94, there was a huge fire.
Oh my god.
So now I'm for 2 and running into fires the moment I drive to cons.
Yeah,
Great. Is this gonna become a new normal
know.
for our group?
I guess so. We'll see what happens the next time we do this.
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
That's my thought process right now. I'm like, sorry, I'm very tired. I got 0 sleep last night, and I'm running on nothing but caffeine and sugar. So I'm losing my mind.
Ooh, that's not good. That
No,
is
not
like
for
really
fun.
bad.
Yeah, you should come next year, Era. It's a really good time.
It would be fun.
And who knows? Maybe by then you'll know you'll be able to do a performance. That would be lit.
Hell yeah, that would
I don't
definitely
know
be
if we're
cool.
switching to performance-oriented stuff. I have to check, but we're still planning stuff for next year.
Yeah.
Because now that Nocturnal's incorporated, they're putting Raven might put me on the board for that.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm
So-
probably gonna join on board for something. I wanna join.
You gotta be staff first, and then usually to get to the board, you have to be staff first,
Yeah.
which is what I had to do.
Yeah. I mean, I've been like on board.
Yeah.
But on board, like
On
part of.
Like I meant like the board is like the people at the top who like
Yeah.
like heads of departments, heads
Yeah.
of divisions, such.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty interesting. Hello, Lucia. I'll be popping in and out at times. Some of the others in VC are very quiet, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably hop off call here because we're almost at my place, so
All right, well,
about 10 minutes away.
see
so.
y'all later.
But yeah, I'll talk to you later, man.
Hey, thanks for popping in.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
All right, so I do not want to inset. I want to extrude. But let's go ahead and do it along normals. What the hell is going on here? Oh, is it because I'm... Let me change perspectives. Yeah, maybe that's probably why. So if I were to go to extrude, so then go to 0, we're going to put this at 5.875 inches, put this at 0. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to thicken it. And for some reason, the y-axis is being fucky-wucky. I don't usually have this type of problem. That's the funny part. I've extruded path... Oh, wait, I forgot to convert it, didn't I? Let me check. Object, convert to mesh. Okay, delete that, put that back in, copy, paste. Alright, now let's try to convert. I think it might be... Alright, it is a mesh, okay. Maybe if I try to convert it to curve. And then edit mode. Whoa, what the hell? Go away, caps lock. Okay. So if I can curve, that's not what I want though. So convert mesh. I thought it's supposed to be you're going to go to edit mode, then you go to mesh, not right, mesh, face, extrude faces. Oh, wait, I gotta select points.
I'm gonna make some dinner, so BRB.
Okay, solidify faces. Alright, so let me just go ahead and solidify those real quick. Ah, no, not wireframe. Ah! No! My mouse! I hate my mouse right now. Alright, so face, we're going to solidify. And that did nothing. Why is it doing nothing? It's supposed to be doing something. It's supposed to be a solid face. Why is it not a solid face? I'm probably gonna have to recreate the tail, aren't I? Nah, shouldn't matter. Besides, I created a new shape anyway. Because this one actually bends up, and I don't like how it bends up. I'd rather have something that goes like that. So, fill grid. Oh. That might have actually done it. Let me just go ahead and try to extrude. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, that does nothing. Why the hell did that not do anything? Oh, grid fill. Thank you. Oh, God. That looks ugly as hell. Yeah, let me just leave it at 1 span. And offset 0. Oops. And then solidify. Forgot where solidify is. I haven't used Blender in a hot minute, so pardon me if I am not able to find the actual... There it is. Solidify faces. Okay, that did not solidify it. What the hell? Oh god, look at all those itty bitty tiny lines. The one thing I hate about drawing... Yeah, I already got to solidify... Oh, wrench. Yeah, because I've already done solidify though. Yeah, that's not gonna... Ah! What? Okay, where the fuck am I? How the fuck did I get over here? Alright, right hand side, you'll need to switch to object mode. Oh, that's why. That explains things. Excuse me. Alright, so... That's right, wrench tool. On the right hand side. Okay, I must be blind, because... yeah, I must be blind or something, because I'm probably not even seeing... Oh, there it is. Add modifiers. Geometry nodes. And then solidify. Ah! There it is. Alright. So if I were to go to edit mode, okay, is there a way to freaking reposition this damn camera? Because it's like bothering the hell out of me that there has to be a way to reposition the camera. Let's just do isometric view. Okay, so now if I go to extrude faces, oops. And then I go to 5.875 inches. That did nothing again. I love it. Not. Okay. I might as well just frickin' do the entire template because at this point it's like trying to fight with a snake and the snake always wins. So copy that image over to my OneDrive. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to put everything onto here. I will not be streaming tomorrow because I'll actually be working. So the next time I'll be streaming is on Friday. Oh, check Discord. Okay, hold on. No mic. Come on, load. Yeah, I know. Oh, that modifier. So, solidify. Okay. So, let me go ahead. Edit mode. Let me delete that real quick. Turn that on. Put on the solidify. Normals. Materials. Edge data. Thickness. Oh, wait. Do I? No, I don't. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to rebuild this shape from scratch because for some reason it's just like, it's just causing problems. And I think it has something to do with the fact I was using the freeform tool. And likely, given the fact that knowing me, I was probably in a rush when trying to make this like months ago. I made this file back in April of all, you know, that tells you anything. So I'm probably gonna have to use the sketch I showed at the beginning of the stream to redo that entire drawing here. I will still keep this as a point of reference because otherwise it's practically the same design, it's just slightly different curvature. But I have all the measurements I need, at least, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to cut it off here tonight, guys. So I will see you all on Friday. I will be streaming probably around 6:30, 7 o'clock. Well, we're between 6 and 7:30 is when I'm going to start streaming on Friday. So I will see you all then. I do appreciate you all for coming, and thank you. Thank you so much for all of your input. And I'll see you again soon.